What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scotch the TYE coming at you once again, Hard Body Karate, with some more Dragon Ball Legends actions. Today, we're going to be going over the big boy team, even though it's not the total big boy team. But you know, we're going to be going over our fusion team, and I've been getting infinite questions on stream about this, so I figured I might as well make a video about it. So, starting off, the first thing that you can see is that I'm not privileged enough to have Vegito Blue. Yes, get it out of your system. Ha ha ha, yes, I know. So, Scotch, how are you compensating for that? I'm really not, to be honest. In not having Vegito Blue is kind of a problem for fusions, but I'm kind of working around it with Gotenks. So, let's get into the equipment here. The equipment lineup is pretty standard. You're going to use basically red equips and stain equips, except for on Vegito. So, Vegito is going to have the new Gohan equipment from last season. It's going to give it extra strike attack. It's going to give it some blast defense, and it's going to give special move defense or damage. This team doesn't have a whole lot of blast defense, so it's like trying to, bump it up a little bit. Then the next one, of course, we've got the red equipment, which gives double strike attack and extra blast defense, because again, lacking in blast defense, there's a lot of blast units out there right now. Goku does a lot of damage if you let him Goku Blue. So, strike attack, and then the last equipment for the slot is, of course, just a standard Saiyan equipment. It gives strike attack, it gives ki restore speed, and it also gives a little bit of critical. Like I said, the three main units are Vegito, Gotenks. So we'll go ahead and look at the new Vegito. So we have, of course, the same Saiyan equipment. You'll pay its strike attack, critical, and ki restore speed. Then the next equipment that we've got on him is the Yamcha equipment, which gives strike attack, blast attack, and blast defense. Like I said, there's a lot of blast heavy units out there. Gohan's a big pain in the butt for some teams. You've got Goku is a pain in the butt for some teams. So GT Goku also blast attacks. And then the last equipment that we have on him is the Veku, which gives strike defense, critical, and strike attack. Since he's a strike attack unit, of course, everything's going to be geared around strike attack. It's the same thing with the free-to-play Vegito. And then last but not least, we'll look at the equipment on Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks has added blast attack because he's another strike unit, basically. So blast attack, or strike attack, ki restore speed, but this equipment also gives defense against Saiyans for 20 timer counts, which, let's be fair here, 89% of the meta right now is definitely Saiyans in some form or another. Then you've got LOE that are off in their own little land doing their own little thing, but for now we're just gonna rock that. Then the second equipment that we have on him is the Super Saiyan Trunks equipment, which gives strike defense, blast defense, and strike attack. So added a little bit more tank to him and added a little bit more attack as well. And the final equipment is again the Gohan equipment, which is going to give strike attack, blast defense, and special move damage. Now, looking at the stats that are pumped out from this team, it is something to note the fact that my OG Gogeta is only 2 stars, so he's not going to really bring much in the way of a boost. He has a 17% strike attack, and I'm toying with it right now. It's a Fusion Warrior boost, so I guess. But we get the 20% blast defense, added blast defense. Then we have Super Vegito bringing the strike attack and defense 22% because he is at 4 stars. At 5 stars, it goes up even higher. And then Gotenks bringing strike defense for Fusion Warriors. OG Gotenks bringing strike attack and blast attack. And then Gotenks himself bringing 16% health. So all around, this team is kind of tanky. We'll go ahead and we'll look at Vegito stats real quick. Is 3,000, 598. The whole main squad, the main 3, are all 598 and level 3,000. Even though in PvP you're only going to be able to use 2,000 for this season. Starting next season, it's going to be up to 3,000, and it's going to be the Wild West. So as you can see, strike attack 128k, then you have 116k blast attack, and then his strike defense and his blast defense are gonna, you need to bump them. So that's why I have the added defense on all of my characters. Gogeta all around pretty savage of a character. We're going to be doing another in-depth look on the individual characters. This is more of a team profile, as well as a little showcasing the units. So let's go ahead and let's jump into a PvP match. We're going to do 2 matches. Hopefully we win. If we don't, I'm not going to edit it. But we will win, because we're the best that ever lived. So let's see if we can get an opponent here. ASAP Rockies. Forward to the opponent now. Okay, and it looks like we're going to be going against the opposite that I wanted to go against. It is a full power fusion team. So 4-star Gogeta, 4-star Vegito, 4-star Gotenks. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Alright, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. I don't even care. I don't even care. Alright, so I mean, he's gonna bring probably either red Gogeta or Vegito, blue Gogeta, and then new Super Saiyan Vegito. It is what it is. I mean, you're facing that team a lot right now. So he brought Gotenks Vegito, and he didn't bring OG Vegito, which is, or new Vegito, which is a little weird. I'm not sure why he wouldn't bring that, but whatever. I should have done it. Vegito there. Interesting that he wouldn't bring it though. So one thing to note is combos have changed a lot in this game. You really need to... In previous metas, in the old version of combat in this game, you relied extremely heavily on your sidestepping. A lot of people, like, even people like Milkpool, the people that placed high in the tournaments, they were all pretty much heavily relying on sidestepping to gain extra cards, gain extra keys. Same thing when it came down to the charge step, when you would dash forward, charge, and then attack. Now everything is very, very, very reliant on how many moves you make in a combo, and the more moves and strings that are in that combo, the less damage you will be doing. So what I do advise a lot of my community members, and especially on my Twitch, is to not rely on sidestepping, only to do sidestepping and charge stepping when it's absolutely necessary to continue a combo. So say you have, you know, in this case, say I had 27 key, and I needed to hit that extra 2 key to get into the next attack in my combo, then it would be kind of worth it to try, and that was a bad move, it'd be kind of worth it to try and you know, do a charge step or a side step, get that extra 2 key, and then hopefully string together the last piece of that combo. But the damage is going to be so nerfed because you're adding in, especially charge step, it's a forward dash, then a charge, then an attack. That's 3 steps, or 3 movements versus only using the 1 movement, and as a result your damage is going to be modified heavily. It's going to be a heavy modification, and it's really going to hurt you. So you need to be able to just kind of, well, for lack of a better word, be a beat stick. Just be extremely aggressive in your plays. You're only going to string a certain amount of attacks together, and honestly, it could be the difference between you like winning in a battle and you losing. There have been several cases where my opponent has sidestepped and then charge stepped into a attack that normally would have killed me if he had just fired it off, but it didn't, because he, you know, wasted all of his movements, and as a result, paid heavily for it. He's gonna bring out Gogeta here, or not. Interesting that he's bringing out Gogeta. Alright, gonna bring it out. There he is. Go ahead and Rising Rush it. So again, combos in this game have gotten nerfed a lot. So is tap attacks. There's been a lot of times where I've tap attacked my opponent down to like 400 HP, and I'm like, would have been real nice. Like right here, what? No tap damage for the most part. I need to get this thing out of here. So like tap attack damage has been nerfed, combo damage has been nerfed. He's feeling real ballsy coming in right here. Oh, he's gonna try and stun me. Am I gonna get the pop? Right. And that's a dead Gotenks. We're gonna go ahead and take the W on this one. I don't see why we wouldn't. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch. That way I can do this. And that is match. So you want to try and save your Vegito. I was expecting him to bring a Vegito. You wait in the mirror match, you're gonna wait for Super Vegito to get all of his boosts, and then you're gonna swap into your Vegito, pop your main, and you're gonna remove all of his boosts that he has on there. It's just, you know, it's just one of those situations. You kind of just got to sit there and you got to play it by ear. Well, I was gonna record more gameplay, guys, but the game decided that it was gonna give me several bots in a row followed by several DCers, so I have like an hour of footage of literally just me playing against bot after bot after bot, and then followed it up with 3 DCers in a row. I kid you not, 3 DCers in a row, one of which I accidentally backed out on, so all of a sudden I'm losing, you know, 100 points. And yeah, so we're just gonna go straight into character development. So I guess now we'll do the little added info on Vegito here. So Vegito, going through his stats like we did earlier, his stats are pretty stacked for a Legends limited character. Brings 2 strike cards. He is Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Fusion Warrior, and Poltara. He gets on his main ability, draw the ultimate card, Spirit Sword next, restores own health by 30% and ki by 50 points. Plus 30% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, increase the art's draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts, and cancels enemy attribute upgrades. So you want to use this against another Vegito to eliminate his boosts. So we'll get down into this is an attack and Poltara Fusion. So Poltara Fusion, 40% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts when this character enters the battlefield. While this character is on the battlefield, the following effects occur when an arts card is drawn. Strike arts cards give plus 20% strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. If you draw a blast card, get 20% blast. Special card, 20% key recovery, and a special move arts is a 20% to special move damage. So every time you draw a card, you're going to get these boosts, and they are going to stack, which is pretty dirty. This is an attack, 30% damage inflicted against regeneration. Knocks back enemy to long range if a cover change is performed against a strike art. So when you saw earlier when I swiped in and kick punch, that is the that's basically a strike or a counter for whenever they're attacking. But that's Vegito in a nutshell, guys. Don't forget, man, we stream this game every single day. We stream Dragon Ball Legends, we stream Apex Legends, we stream a bunch of different games on stream, but primarily right now we're pushing Legends because of the anniversary. So guys, check out the stream, twitch.tv/Scotch2y. There's going to be a link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and trigger those notification bells. And these videos come out every single day at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, guys, my name is Scotch2y. I'll catch you later. Peace. Boop. Down snap.